Yo, it's your boy TJ Brown. I'm here to answer some questions with sounds of the future. Let's do it.
I love you, 508.
My name is TJ Brown. I'm an actor. I'm an artist. I'm from Harlem, New York. And just living life, man. Other than that, my pops influenced me to do music. Like, I grew up in a music-based home, like my dad and my mom. But I get my dad really like put the battery in my back to like really start doing the music and stuff. So I could say that's where the influence like kicked off. Yeah, my dad did everything. My dad was involved with the music. He was involved in the dance culture and film. So I used to see him like shooting videos for artists. He'll shoot a video for himself, and he'll like host dance events and have a dance group. And I always wanted to be in the mix of it, but I was like young around the time, so I had to like wait. And then one day I just wrote a rap to him, and it was like, yo, like I want to rap. And from that day on, it was like, all right, let's do it. Growing up in Harlem, I grew up in Harlem and the Bronx, so I got like a little best of the both worlds. I could say it influenced my style more because you know Harlem and the Bronx, that's like the mecca of hip hop and like the fashion world. So I had to stand out. You feel me? And plus, not a lot of people, like artist wise, come from Harlem. So I also got to make sure that stand. Like I'm here to stay and like totally different. And I could say I have like a unique sound because I feel like nowadays like I like the soul. You know what I'm saying? It's just making music to get a buck, but it's like you gotta have that soul in order to know what you're talking about or know what I'm talking about. You feel me? The beat, like I'll just put on some instruments. Like if I'm not making the beat, I'll just like click through and the beat will sing to me. Like if I like the way the cadence is, the way the snares is hitting, like everything gotta fall in line and like the first words will just come out off of how I feel about the beat. So it ain't really a process. Like I be like jotting through songs, going through them. Like, but if I'm making it, I like go through the sound, and if I like the sound, then I start singing with the sound as I'm creating. Boom, 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 and then next thing you know, the song is done in like the next 15 minutes. I started three Netflix shows. My biggest was The Get Down. Second was Roxanne. Then the third was See You Yesterday. I got into the acting. I was pursuing music first. So my dad was like one day like, yo, we gonna go perform on the train. So I was like 14, 13 around this time. And performed on the train for like a good 6, 8 months, quote me if I'm wrong. And one day, I guess like the casting director was just on the train. You know, everybody ride the train, you feel me? And around the time how we had the business set up and going, we had business cards. So it was me, my brother, and my pops. I was the performer. My brother had the radio, giving out the flyers. So the flyers had my email. So he ended up giving her a flyer, and she reached out to the email and was like, hey, I think he'll be a perfect fit for this role. And for like a good week, we didn't go on a train. I auditioned for the role, went forward with it, and then that's how I got it. I've been riding the train since I was like 8. So I seen crazy stuff, but being like, you know, you got the show times, and so being the first kid to like go and rap, like make a performance on the train, it was a journey, you feel me? It was a lot. Like, especially for a 13-year-old kid, you still young. You don't really want to do none of that stuff right now. So I commend myself and my team and everybody around me for like keeping me there to do it. Because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be here or with the name and stuff. But the craziest thing that happened, we was on a train one day and we had a lot of people that loved the show. We had people that hated it. So we got this one day, we had this one man, he hated it. Like he saw us perform like good 3 times, and every time he just leave. So I guess this was like his third strike. And he got up, he went to hit me. And my dad stood up, everybody on the train was like, hey, no, you don't hit him. And then that was that. So we made if social media was around, like it was around, but if it was like active how it was now, that would have been viral. But I can say that was the craziest thing that happened, like that. But that whole journey was fire, you know. That whole journey was fire. Finding a sound and being outside the box. Like, we so creative nowadays, it's hard to be the first to do something or to sound like yourself. So development, really. So any artists, like upcoming artists out there and all that, develop your sound. Sound like nobody, be yourself, be you. I want to keep the love for the craft, for the art, and the motivation. You know, that's my standpoint. Of course, I want to be longevity. Of course, I want longevity, but I really want to keep the love, like spread the love of the music, like appreciate the art more of what it is. It ain't just making the song. It's like it's really a science to it. So I want to show that and like take that. Yeah, I feel like it's more capitalism, and not really all for the love and the art. You feel me? Like everything got a dollar sign over it. You feel me? And it's like that's not really what it be. You know, features, ideas. It's like you got to be somebody to get somewhere. It's like, oh, talent is talent, work is work, work ethic, respect work ethic, talent, respect talent. Everything don't gotta have a dollar sign on it. I feel like, and everybody just lack of the soul again. It's like, oh, I can make it. I can get an $8 million deal off of one song. All right, bet. Let me go make a song. It's like you don't love this shit, then don't force it. You feel me? And I feel like it's more forces that's really like stopping the ones that actually got a love for it. You know, it's really talented artists out there, including myself. Your music is generational and global. If your music could go on 50 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I feel like that makes success. And if your music could get out of the 50 states into another country, that's what makes like success. I love it. I won't say it'll be perfect all the time. You know, you'll do showcases where it's 100 people in there, 150 people in there. You'll do showcases where it's only like 10 people in there. But it's like you got to keep your tunnel vision. You got to show people how serious you are by interacting with the crowd. So you can get discouraged. You see 10 people in there, they not even paying you no mind. You got to still perform. Like there's 150,000 people in front of you. So I feel like live performance is really important because it shows how serious you are as an artist and it shows your range. You feel me? People spending their money, so people don't want to go to a boring ass show. I just dropped my project After Hours, so that was just like a song, you know, for the vibes. You know, get some vibes going, you know, new music, and we setting the tones. So future reference, I'll be dropping a few more projects. I've been working with my team, Oil Management, TMA, and I've been working with Dizzy Banco, Yanni Club, Violation. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I got a couple things lined up. You know, I just dropped a 5-song Pete. My boy dropped in 2 days, adjustments. So I'm on that. And I can't speak on nothing else though. But yeah, that's what I could. Shout out to my manager. He real big with words of wisdom, words of the day and all that. And the word of my boy Dapper Don, long live Dapper Don, win the day, you feel me? You know? And be yourself. Be yourself. Create authenticity and spread love, you feel me?
I love you, 508.